Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. My name is Yadira. Today I'm going to be going over a Louis Vuitton unboxing. It's going to be the very first handbag purchase of 2023. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Before we get into the actual unboxing, because I know you can see that here, I do want to share my lipstick with you. This is a limited edition shade for the Chinese New Year for 2023, and I'm literally over the moon about it. I am wearing it today. It's one of those burnt red colors that are still soft enough and wearable for every day. It is a very beautiful shade, and I just wanted to give it a shout out. Again, it is by Tilbury, and it is in their revolutionary matte formula. Color Blossom Red. I'll link it down below if it's still available. I got mine at Sephora, but wherever I can find it, I'll link it down below if you're interested. All right, so let's get into the handbag. So this is my first handbag purchase for 2023. It is a wish list item handbag. So if you did see my luxury wish list for 2023 video and you have any guesses of what this could be, put those down below. Let's see. I feel like I got a sample for each of the fragrances because I don't see any repeating names. If you do own a Louis Vuitton fragrance and it's one of your favorites, let me know what that is. Again, I did get a variety of different samples, so I do have some options here to try out, but some of those do really smell good, like from the outside packaging. So again, so my receipt and then this envelope, I'm gonna go over the receipt and the pricing after I show the bag. This is book number 15. I don't have this book. I do have 3 already. So this is beautiful. So I do actually love these books. I don't really flip through them like an actual magazine, but I do have them up on display. So happy that I have another one to add to my collection. And I do look at them from time to time, but just not too much because I don't want to crease them. But happy that I have it. So now onto the handbag. Any guesses on what this can be based on the size of the box? It is one that I've had in my wish list for such a long time. I want to say maybe between 2 and 3 years consecutively. And of course, I could have gotten it at any point in time. It's just that little state of limbo, like, do I get it now? Do I wait? Do I want to get something different? But finally I was able to get it and I'm so happy. So let's get into it. This is a thicker ribbon, which I can appreciate. All right, so here's the bag. So my dust bag is a little bit cut, but I'm hoping the bag is totally fine. Right, so I did turn the bag to kind of show you the dust bag, so let me turn it back around. The handbag that I got was the Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene. As you can see, this is the Alma in the PM size. Ta-da! This is such an iconic handbag silhouette, not just for Louis Vuitton, but just in the handbag world in general. And I am happy that I finally have it in my collection. It is in this beautiful original canvas to the fashion house, Damier Ebene. I didn't get any hot stamping on my clochettes, but I am going to go in to pick up another item. And so I'm thinking of maybe adding a hot stamp of some sort, either like AY for Yadira or some other kind of something. I don't know yet, but here she is. Very pretty, very beautiful. And I opted for the PM size just because I am a medium to large size handbag girl, and I want to be able to have the most that I can on my handbags. And of course I do have like smaller bags that I would use, and I felt like the BB was a little bit too small for me in particular, so I opted out for this one. Now let me look it over just a little bit, because I did kind of see it in store, but I've seen it so much that whenever she brought it out, I just kind of like glanced at it. Like, she picked it up and showed it to me, and I'm like, yeah, it's perfect, it's fine. But I didn't look at it in detail, but it really does look perfect. I do see kind of like some edging here of where like the fabric from the inside is imprinting, but really I don't know that I mind that. If you do have a bag that has like this and it looks worse over time, let me know. But so far it looks great. And it does have the 4 feet at the base, just like all Almas do. And I did want to mention, I haven't gotten a Damier Ebene handbag from Louis Vuitton in some years. But whenever I did redo the handles for my Neverfull, I did notice that my leather was matte, and this is matte as well, which is fine because I know with my Neverfull, it did kind of get shiny over time. So it should be totally fine. And what I like about the matte, I feel that if I get any scuffs, I can just rub it off. My little rivets look a little bit interesting, but it could be from, you know, that exact motion right there. The flap and the brown just keep tapping it. And so here is my hardware. So it does have little loops right here, and then on this side as well for a strap. And the beautiful hardware on the zipper is shiny, which I love. Okay. Nice, nice. So that beautiful classic red interior, true to the Damier Ebene line. Does come with a little baggie for the lock. And it has a textile code card that just kind of tells you what the materials are made out of. And then this is the code. I love that it has gussets on the sides because the zipper does go all the way down, so that is fabulous. So it secures your interior for up to about halfway of the zipper, so that's wonderful. One of the things that kind of stopped me from getting this bag any sooner was that whenever this bag ages, I feel like it goes from more of a dome shape to more of a square shape right at the top, right here in the corners. Feel like that happens when you overload the bag and then force the zipper, but if you just use it within its means, it should still keep its semi-dome shape. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I do have some straps, and I'm gonna be showing you a little bit of modeling shots of what that looks like. This kind of is very stiff, but here she is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alma PM, new to my collection. Oh, let me show you the price. So this handbag, all right, so this is the price of the bag. If you do own the Alma and you have an experience you would like to share with me, please let me know down below. I do have a few strap options, so I'm going to be showing you with my Trevi PM strap. So it's a little bit short, more like a shoulder bag, but I guess you can still keep it like, I guess, an accessory if you want. So whenever I pull the strap up, the handles do actually go down, so they're not poking at the side of you. So I don't own any of the Noe handbags by Louis Vuitton, but with this shoulder drop, it kind of gives me a feel of what it would be like. So if you do own a Noe and you're thinking about possibly the Alma, I feel like it's going to give the same vibes. Alright, so the next strap option that I have is the adjustable shoulder strap in the 16mm. This is what it looks like, and then this is it right here. So it's a little bit thinner than my Trevi PM strap. It's gonna be much more like a crossbody because this one is significantly longer than my Trevi strap. So this is it. And then of course you do have the settings. I have it adjusted to this one by default. This is the strap that I use with my pochette accessories. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. I do have another strap that I do want to show. So I'm gonna keep this one as is. So with this default setting, it is much lower than I would like, but I guess I can go ahead and adjust it so you can see in case you're interested in the 16mm strap option. So this is the shortest setting. So the strap caps all the way down to the hook right here. And then you can see the indentation of where I've had it there for years. So the strap drop with the shortest setting on the 16mm adjustable strap, I feel like is better for this bag. And if you just wanted to keep the strap as an accessory, this is what it would look like. So now the last strap that I brought out, this is the strap that goes to my Speedy Bandoulier. It does come in 3 pieces. I generally use it in the 2 pieces, so I leave out the middle setting just because the middle setting to me, crossbody is such a long bag and even as a shoulder, so I don't use it. However, I will show you just in case you are taller. I am 5'3", so I'm gonna go ahead and do the 3 pieces first. Before I assemble it, in case you're wondering, again, this was the 16mm thickness, and then this one, I have no idea what it is, but this is the strap for my Trevi. It is much bigger and thicker and actually like better quality as well. This is the strap for the bandolier. I did move the other one over just because you can't get that strap in particular. So this is the 16mm, and then this one is the next size up, so I'm assuming maybe like an 18 or possibly a 20mm. That is the thickness difference. All right, so let me assemble this. Okay, so this is my middle to my first. This is gonna be in the longest setting possible. And then this is the third piece, again on the longest setting possible. It does have 3 adjustable slots on each side. So I adjusted my 16mm strap to be on the longest setting possible just to compare the 2 lengths between the adjustable 16mm and then the one that comes with the Speedy Bandoulier. So here's them at the start. So they're about the same length. Again, I did show you the 16mm at the middle setting and then on the shortest setting possible. So then this one is going to be on the longest. Technically speaking, you can do the longest one on the 16mm and it's going to give you the same length drop. So now I'm going to show you removing the centerpiece. This is the middle setting that I removed, and now it is on the longest setting possible for the Bandoulier Speedy strap. And then actually it is much shorter than my Trevi, if you see. So it's going to be a little bit more of a drop. This is what the handbag looks up close when you see all the hardware at the top. And just up close, I want to show you the little crochet. I brought the little lock that came with the handbag, and actually the one that I have with my Speedy came in a little box, and to this day that bag came into my collection in 2018 and I still have it in the little box, but this one just comes loose inside of the little dust bag, which is equally fine. And so I'm gonna put it on the bag to see what that looks like in case you're wondering about the look. Now I don't know that I'm gonna keep it on the bag just because I never really used it on my Speedy, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you do have the Alma and you have the lock on your bag, let me know what that's like. Does it give a lot of like clunky noise as you're walking, or is it just hefty enough to where it's subtle and it doesn't really move? Or just let me know your thoughts on that. Okay, so I do have to unlock the lock here, so just snaps open with a twist, and then it does have the 2 holes up at the top to thread it through. So I'm not gonna lock it just yet, but this is what it would look like. So I feel like it's very pretty because it brings a lot more shiny hardware to the bag. Just cover that. So it is very subtle with it on, and then whenever you do put your hand on through to use that bag as a top handle, it kind of hides with, like, for example, my sweater, but as handheld. So it kind of shines a little bit more as a top handle rather than a crook of your arm kind of style of carrying. But let's see what it looks like with the full lock in there. Okay. You have to separate the two zippers just a little bit to thread it through. This is a little bit hard to do it. Okay, but I got it. And then just lock it. So that is my Alma PM in the Damier Ebene canvas. I am super happy that I have this handbag in my collection. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of versatility with the strap options that I already own. So it is perfect, and it's going to be very comparable to my Speedy, which is a handbag that I equally love so much. So I am very pleased that I have this handbag, especially because it is very feminine and timeless, and one of the 3 original silhouettes for Louis Vuitton. I feel like those classic silhouettes for Louis Vuitton are the Speedy, the Noe, and the Alma. So very happy that I do have a little bit of that heritage in my collection. But without you guys, like I said, this is my new handbag and I'm very excited about it. If you have any questions, let me know what that is down below. I'll try to link any of the items that I mentioned down in the description bar in case you are wondering or interested in any of them. I want to thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.